Hey y'all, welcome to Racing Crafts. Today, first of all, let me say I'm sorry that it's been so long since I've done a video. I just kind of lost my crafting mojo for a while there. I didn't do a whole lot of, well, I was crafting, but I just didn't turn the camera on. So today what I'm doing is, I have taken up a challenge that May from May Made It issued on her Facebook group, and it was to make creative backgrounds. And she showed us a technique much like this, where she just took her scoreboard and some white paper and just scored some designs. You probably can't see that, but I've done the same here. You know what, let's get, there we go, a little light. So, this is the exact pattern of this, except this hasn't been colored yet. So, I pulled out my embossing folders and just have been going crazy. Like this one, I've never used this embossing folder before. And this one I used for the first time like a couple weeks ago to make these. So I'm really challenging myself to use the things that I have. And this, I bought this to scrapbook my trip to the Indianapolis 500, which by the way, I still haven't scrapbooked, but I've used it once or twice in the scrapbook that I have so far. But I love how this turned out. Oh, I know what the problem is. Let me turn this other light on. There we go. We'll have some light. I told you I'm a little rusty at this whole filming thing. So I love how this brick turned out. And I'd actually been using the wrong side of the embossing folder. I'd been using the embossed side instead of the debossed, which is giving you the brick look that I love. And then I used this one. And this one I'm not real wild about, but it's okay. And one of that one I kind of like how it turned. Nope, I like this side better. And on some of these I did do both sides before I decided which side I liked better. I'm not real wild about this one, but it's okay. This one I love how it turned out. I went over it, and I'm just using my Distress inks, some water with Perfect Pearl pearl powder in it, some Encore Ultimate Metallic Gold and Silver, and that's it. Oh, and I did use some of this Deco Art Metallic Luster on this guy. And this guy, I will be completely honest with you, when I first finished that one, I was like, oh, I hate it, it's ugly. And then it was sitting there on the top of the piles because I committed to doing this and to using them. And then I finished this one, and I happened to see that one, and I'm like, oh man, I really like how that turned out. So to finish it off, I just threw a little bit of this luster on top just to give it a metallic-y, silvery color. And then I did this one. Part of May's challenge was to use colors that we don't use a lot. And I use pink because I hate pink. My sister and mother can attest to it. I hate pink. So this one has Spun Sugar Worn Lipstick and Picked Raspberry with a little bit of gold and a little bit of silver. And I actually kind of like how it turns out. That's not saying that I'm going to, you know, suddenly love pink, because that's not going to happen. And then I did this one. And this one is Festive Berries, Fired Brick, and Aged Mahogany with a little bit of gold over top. So, those are the ones that I have done. So now I'm going to do this one. And I'm using Anna Griffith Fluted Damask. And I really want to do a purple one. Like this one I was originally going to do in purples, but I love the Twisted Citron. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's one of my favorites. And when you put Wilted Violet over Twisted Citron, it kind of turns brown. So then I rubbed some Blueprint Sketch over top of it, and that's what redeemed it for me. So on this one, I am going to use my purples. I'm going to use Wilted Violet, Seedless Preserves, and we'll try Dusty Concord. Now, I'm not looking at my color chart. I have no idea if they're the same purple family. I have no idea how they're going to turn out. And that's part of what this is about. And I'm going to use the back, the debossed side, because I'm finding that I like the debossed side better. So I'm going to rub my Wilted Violet all over. Just like that. And I'm going to grab Seedless Preserve, and I'm just going to kind of hit it here and there. Now, May ran hers in lines, and I found that I don't particularly care for that look. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit. There we go. Oop. Brought you in too far. Okay, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to use Dusty Concord, and I'm just, again, going to hit wherever it works. So, I'm going to come back in with Wilted Violet again. Okay, and now I'm going to just do some white or some of that pearl water, and then I'm just going to come in and I'm going to take the extra color off my little piece of contact paper here. And I'm just going to kind of paint it however. Okay. And I like how it just runs a little bit of purple, light purple down in the little gaps. And I'm going to hit this with my heat gun. Just like that. And there they are. Okay, and then I have some of these rub-ons. Luster rub-ons, whatever, I don't know what you call them. Well, I do, I just have to look at it. They are metallic rub-ons. And I need a makeup wedge. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come into my metallic rubs. And I've got this plum looking color. Nope, that's not the plum. Okay, let's find the plum. And we're going to russet. That's the... Oh, no, I was using the right one. Okay. Okay. I bought these at my craft store's garage sale, and I paid a couple bucks for a big pack of them. And I've just kind of been playing with them here and there. And I'm just going to kind of hit here and there. And I'm okay with it being on the top. I'm okay with it sinking down. I'm just kind of playing at this point. Okay, and then I think I'm going to come in with this metallic luster, the silver again. This stuff is, it's nice and creamy. Ooh, I kind of like that. Can you guys see the metallic on there? I really like that. Okay, guys. I'm going to call this one done. And I thank you for stopping by. And I hope you guys break out your embossing folders and your inks. They don't have to be distress inks. They can be Memento. They can be these. They can just use your imagination and get in the craft room and get dirty. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys next time.